Peter, 0-0. What's your thoughts on that one today?
I thought it was a game that we completely dominated. Just we didn't get a goal. We had some excellent chances and opportunities. Our keeper makes 2 great saves from Brennan Dickinson and Kieran McKechnie in the first half, and it was just one of those days where you dominate everything. It just doesn't go for you to get the win. But the fact that we come away with a draw as well, we don't get caught in the counter attack because we defended excellently. You know, there's so many pleasing things, but it's just a point. It's just a point. It actually feels worse than just a point. It feels like a defeat. But the manner in which we played and dominated the game was excellent. From where we were, we're still only a budding team, and to pick up points, a little bit of a run. Hopefully we can go on. I did say a couple of weeks ago, when you hopefully pick up your points away from home and win your games at home, and you can just keep totting up the points. So we have got a point away from home, but it should have been a little bit more.
That first half in particular, as you say, it was one of those days where you looked at it and thought, this just isn't going to go in, it's just not going to happen today.
Maybe, but from my point of view, I was delighted that we're creating opportunities, very good opportunities. The way we passed and moved the ball, we looked really good, really dynamic. I think Stenhousemuir found it very difficult to get close to our players, and just the physicality and how sharp we were. I think they found it very difficult, and it shows in the fact that I think 3 of their players go down with hamstring injuries, just chasing back our players, because we just keep going and going, and that's really pleasing. But we've also picked up a little bit of an injury ourselves today with Brennan Dickinson. Felt a bit tight on his hamstring at half time and said he was okay to carry on, but just unfortunately about 5 minutes into the second half he felt another little tweak, so we didn't take any risks and just take him off, and we shut that down. But then we moved Reece Lyon a little bit further forward. I thought he was excellent all day. So many pleasing things. It's only a point.
Did you say there, Brennan, what was probably a bit early to assess him just now, but he did say straight away, he wanted off. He knew then that he couldn't continue.
Yep, but we were already making the change anyway. Just because we were made aware of it at half time, but he said he was fine to carry on. But when somebody says, "Oh, feeling a little bit," we go, "Right, come on." We did it the other week with Mikey Hewitt up at Inverness. He felt a slight little bit of his hamstring on that day. That was when it was really sunny and hot. So we took him off, and luckily that was only a couple of weeks. So hopefully Brennan's the same, but it is a little bit too early to assess. But let's see how he is.
With these kind of injuries, you just don't want to take any chances, do you?
Especially not where we were after the League Cup. After the League Cup, with the amount of games that we had and the injuries we picked up in that time, and we didn't have the players to be able to choose from. But the last couple of weeks we've had nearly the full squad. We're just missing 2 players today, which is Xander Craik and Fraser Bryden. Hopefully Fraser Bryden can join in with us next week. But obviously we've lost Brennan for maybe a week or 2. So that'll be the nature. But if we have 1 or 2 injuries at any one time, you can probably manage that. If you have 5 and 6, that becomes more difficult. So we just need to try and manage the players.
Matty Douglas took a nasty head knock as well at the end, so he's okay.
He's absolutely fine, but if you see that on the footage, it's unbelievable defending. We've pinned Stenhousemuir in the majority of the game, and they were restricted to counter attacks. They put 1 good ball into the box there, and right near the end, and Matty puts his head onto it and clashes heads with another player. That's what Matty Douglas gives you. He's a leader, and he was all right. I think the player his face was all over the place. It's like he was hurt, and hopefully he's okay. But Matty's just got yes, I'm fine. So that's what you need. That warrior's out on the pitch, and Matty gives you that.
You've talked about this before, about them putting their bodies on the line, and that was deep. Well, that was into stoppage time. I think it was already. So putting their bodies on the line right to the very end.
Well, I think we've got a good squad of players that are really working hard for each other on the pitch, and hopefully learning and knowing their roles. And the fact that we do that, and if we can do that more often and more consistent, we'll win more games, we'll draw more games, and gives us a chance to be up the top end of the park if things go against us. And that team's sticking together, and fighting for everything and putting their bodies on the line, it gives us a chance to nick wins, to get points and pick up more points.
So a point away from home, but also a clean sheet.
Yep, a clean sheet, but Yeah, clean sheet, excellent. Depends which way you look at it. If we had taken one or two of our chances today, it could have been a lot more comfortable to restrict them to that one chance that they come to the end. But like it just feels I feel sorry for the players because they've given everything, and they're in there feeling that it's actually worse than a defeat. That's what some of the players are saying. But the positive side of it, we picked up a point. Players played really well. We've got more minutes under people's belts, and we've got players to come back in. So it was great to see Pharrell Willis. We put him on, and he had a really good impact in the game, and then hits the side net in the last couple of minutes as well. So that's pleasing.
Dumbarton next, another team that you know already, because you faced them in the League Cup.
Yep, I'm not sure about the scores today. I haven't looked at anything as of yet, but Dumbarton's another team that just fight and scrap for everything they can get, and they will work really hard. But we're at home, and as I said, if we pick up our points away from home and win our home games, so that's what we're planning to do. But Dumbarton will make it as difficult as they can, and we need to make sure we're up for it.